It is clear an already divided nation has only become further incensed by the rapidly changing landscape of abortion rights after the Supreme Court struck down Roe v. Wade. Across the country this weekend, people on both sides are taking to the streets. Most of the marches have remained peaceful. But we've also seen moments of tension, a truck slamming into protesters here in Iowa, a Christian pregnancy center vandalized in Colorado. Today, some churches celebrated, considering it a victory after fighting against abortion for nearly 5 decades. The issue followed President Biden all the way to Europe, threatening to overshadow his meeting with G7 allies, which was intended to shore up support for Ukraine. Back home, South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem telling our Martha Raddatz that she plans to bar mail-order abortion pills. Her state is one of 8 where abortion is now banned in nearly all cases. Another 18 are likely to ban or limit access. Today, New York's Pride Parade was led by Planned Parenthood. Many fear other rights, including same-sex marriage, could soon be threatened in the wake of Friday's Supreme Court decision. We have team coverage tonight. ABC's Devin Dwyer leads us off from the Supreme Court.
Tonight, a nation divided and on edge. Peaceful protests over abortion rights punctuated by isolated incidents of vandalism and violence. Windows smashed at the Vermont State House. In Colorado, a Christian pregnancy center threatened and burned. In Providence, an off-duty officer charged with assault allegedly seen in this video punching an abortion rights demonstrator, who was also his Democratic opponent in a state Senate race. Tensions running high as a growing number of states start enforcing bans on abortion, with few exceptions. 8 states tonight have near total bans in force. 11 states have no clinics performing abortions. Former President Trump, who put 3 justices on the court to overturn Roe v. Wade, taking a victory lap in Illinois.
The court handed down a victory for the Constitution, a victory for the rule of law, and above all, a victory for life.
Trump stumping for Republican Congresswoman Mary Miller, who said this:
I want to thank you for the historic victory for life in the Supreme Court yesterday.
Miller's spokesman refuting claims of racism, calling it a mix-up of words. Both sides in the debate on knife's edge. When former President Obama tweeted criticism of the court's reversal of 50 years of precedent, Republican Senator John Cornyn of Texas fired back, now do Plessy v. Ferguson, Brown v. Board of Education, the decision upholding segregation and the one that ended it. Cornyn batting down cries of racism, tweeting, "Thank goodness some precedents are overturned." Largely unseen and unheard in the firestorm, the low-income and minority women who are most likely to seek abortion care, like Nicole, who we met at an abortion clinic in Mississippi.
You don't want to bring it. You're scared. And it's just not something that my husband and I are ready for. We're just not ready yet.
Providers who abruptly halted abortions on Friday described stunned patients scrambling for options.
A lot of questions about why care was not available in Arkansas, but it would be available potentially in Illinois. We are pivoting and saying we used to be a haven, but you've got to get out of this region to get health care.
Alabama clinic escort Kathy Zentner says even giving advice could now expose abortion rights advocates to potential prosecution.
If it's a felony in Alabama, if you tell anybody how to do something, even if they're going out of state, you're guilty of a felony because you're aiding and abetting something that's against the law in Alabama.
She says medication for abortion delivered by mail could be critical.
That's going to be survival for a lot of women. There's just no other place to get it.
But the pill's also a top target in anti-abortion rights states.
How will you know if women receive those in the mail, and should those women be prosecuted?
I don't believe women should ever be prosecuted. Now, doctors who knowingly violate the law, they should be prosecuted, definitely.
And abortion opponents say there are resources for women who are forced or choose to keep their babies.
This is our community baby closet.
Maternity homes and pregnancy centers like we saw in Fort Worth, Texas, gearing up for a surge in demand. The Catholic Archbishop leading the church's campaign for abortion alternatives says financial resources are there.
I don't think we should underestimate the generosity either of the charities and services we provide or of God's people.
But studies show states with the most restrictive abortion laws have invested the least in policies and programs for women and children.
Let's get right to Devin Dwyer at the Supreme Court for us. Devin, how quickly will we see more states begin enforcing abortion bans, and will there be any exceptions?
Well, Lindsay, in the 8 states tonight where near total bans on abortion are being enforced, all provide an exception when the life of the woman is at risk. But only one, Utah, allows abortion in cases of rape or incest. As for the other states, 6 have trigger laws that are in motion, set to take effect very soon. Meanwhile, more major decisions coming down here from the Supreme Court tomorrow, Lindsay.
We will be standing by. Devin Dwyer, our thanks to you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.